Hello, welcome back to Premier League Dad. My name is Kee. We are live again for another big UEFA Under 21 European Championship semi-final. We just watched England knock out the Netherlands and make their way to the final in Bratislava in just a few days' time. I think it's Saturday night, the final, so we'll be live for that, of course. But who's going to be playing them? Is it going to be the old enemy, Germany? Probably one of the favourites for this competition. I've got to say, Germany... still the favourites, I would say. Germany are the favourites for this. Although England have put in some very, very good performances now against Spain and the Netherlands in the last couple of games. So really looking forward to how England maybe adapt against whether it's Germany or France. France... I've not been impressed by France this competition. I've really not been impressed by France. And I'm curious to see, really, because France on paper have got some fantastic players. Some really, really top players. You know, the centre-backs, they've got Luke Caber, they've got Lepenant in midfield, they've got the front three, they've got Tell, they've got Odegaard of Spurs doing really, really good stuff. The young lad in midfield, the guy who everyone's talking about, the Paul Pogba regen that scored and done so well. Cisse, he's doing unbelievable stuff, and there's a lot of players there that could do really good things for France, but whether or not they can turn up tonight is another question. So... yeah, they've been underwhelming, I think, throughout this tournament, but somehow they've made their way to a semi-final, and maybe yet they could win the lot. But hey, listen, we're going to get going with the lineups, we're going to get going with everything. I want to get your predictions, I want to get your thoughts. We'll talk about everything as we normally do, all sorts of other football news. Arsenal have agreed a deal for Christian Norgard of Brentford, 11 million quid. That feels big, doesn't it? That feels like maybe decisive for Arsenal. Maybe shows the sort of business that they're looking to do this summer. I'm not quite sure about it. But you let me know what you think. I want to know your thoughts. But before we get stuck into all that, before we get stuck into the transfer news and the football news and the predictions for this game and the predictions for the final, the tournament in general, I want to say a big, big thank you to our sponsors, Match Bingo. Match Bingo continuing to sponsor Premier League Dad throughout our lives and throughout the upcoming season. Massive, massive thank you to them. If you haven't yet gone and checked Match Bingo out, please go and do so. You'll be supporting the channel by going downloading their app. You can do so by scanning the QR code on screen, or you can click the link in my description. If you go and see the account, if you go and download the app, set up an account. If you deposit just £5, you get £10 free to try it out, and you can buy a bingo card for a game like this one. You could win yourself a small fortune. They've paid out over £200,000 in prize money to over 10,000 players across the UK, and you can earn yourself a small fortune on it. Go and check it out. It makes the game a little bit more fun, I think. If you like if you like a bet on the football, then go and check it out. I liked it. I'm sure you will too. If you don't like a bet on the football, it's probably not your thing, so stay away from it. It's fine. But like I said, if you do like a bet on the football, then I think Match Bingo is definitely worth a look, because it's different, it's innovative, it combines all the fun and excitement of a bet on the football with all the fun and excitement of a game of bingo. Definitely worth a look, and a big, big thank you to them for sponsoring the channel. And with that said, let's get started. Because we've got lots and lots to get through before this game starts, which is in 25 minutes. You can watch this game live on channel 47, which is 143 on Virgin, on Sky, whichever one, whatever you have. You can also watch it on the Channel 4 app, I am being told. You can watch it on the Channel 4 app as well as on terrestrial TV. Excuse me. Alfie, how are we, lad? Good to see you. Ben, how's it going? Chimey, good to see you too. Alfie, hate being in Australia for football, to be fair. Up at 3 a.m. just to watch Dortmund versus Ulsan. That's dedication. That's commitment. That shows you're the sort of guy who belongs on this channel, because we are all absolute football nerds, mate. We're all football nerds. We all love a game of footy, and we'll all watch any footy as well. That's the sort of community I'm trying to build. People who'll watch anyone. Anyone, not just their team, anyone. That's the sort of noob I am. That's why my missus looks at me stupid when I've got, Norwich against Oxford United on. And she's like, why are you watching this? Why are you watching this crap? I'm like, excuse me, it's a game of football. If there's a game of football on, I am watching it. And that's what it was like long before I started this channel. And now we've started it, I'm watching it with you guys. So I'll always be live. If there's a game of football on, I will be live. Kieran, I've been watching the AC Milan versus Liverpool Istanbul 3v3. What a wonderful game that was. What a brilliant game that was. AM Elliott Masterclass. Yes, it was a great goal. Great game. Couple of great goals, actually. Really, really good. Do you watch WWE? No, I don't watch WWE. I haven't watched WWE, mate, in a very, very long time. When was the last time I really watched? I've kept up with it. You know, like my nephew was mad on wrestling. And because he was mad on it, I used to buy him WWE 2K 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. So going all the way up to recent WWE 2K games. So we used to play the WWE games. And I knew the wrestlers from that and what was going on kind of thing. But honestly, I don't think I've watched wrestling properly since about 2005. Honestly, since about 2005. Since John Cena came into it. As soon as John Cena came into it, I basically just went, right, I'm done. That's me. I'm not watching it anymore. And he wasn't the catalyst for that. I don't know what it was. But it was kind of the end of the Attitude Era. That was me done. Quiz, how's it going? Good to see you, man. Ian Margiotta. Hello, mate. Good to see you, Ian. How's it going? Lee Oxley, hope you're keeping well, mate. Great win. You too, Lee. Yeah, it was absolutely fantastic. Steve Keen, evening, Key. How's you? Elliot's value's just gone up now. I don't think it's gone up, but I think we'll be able to get full value for him now. I think we was commanding like 50 mil. Brighton wanted to pay closer to 40. I think we get the 50 now. He's you can see that he's worth it. Lee Oxley, I used to have WWE DVDs. I used to have WWE VHSs. I had the Royal Rumble 92. Was it 92? I had 92 and 94, I think. When Ric Flair won it. WWE, it was WF then. WWF, Royal Rumble, Ric Flair, VHS. Steve Keen, do you think he'll be a first-team player next season? Not for Liverpool, he won't be, no. He's too good a player. He's too good a player to be sat on Liverpool's bench. Far too good. Lee Oxley, Rob Page, under-21 Liverpool coach. Yeah, it's a good appointment, isn't it? Yeah, ex-Wales manager, Rob Page, ex-Watford player. Steve Keen, 208, do you think he's a first-team player now? Not yet, no. He's a first-team player for someone else, just not for Liverpool. Yeah, just not for Liverpool. Michael, do you make a living off TikTok? No. No, I don't, mate. Not yet, sadly. Maybe in time I will, hopefully. Claire, what do you think of Jack Grealish? What do I think of Jack Grealish? Underrated player at his best. Very, very expensive, though, now. And I'm not sure that I don't know if he ever recovers the sort of form that got him the move to Manchester City. I don't think we've ever seen the best of him at Man City. I think the best version of Jack Grealish has been at Aston Villa. I don't think we've ever seen the best in him at City, which is mad given it's 100 million it took to get him there. Question for you, Key. Where is Grealish going? Apparently Everton are really interested. It's just whether or not City are willing to do a deal. Right, Alfie, do you have any Dortmund and Fluminense predictions? I think Dortmund win, and I think Fluminense maybe draw. Is it Fluminense against Mamelodi Sundowns? I think Fluminense get a draw. I've gone Fluminense or draw in that one. Ben, just about to stick a cheeky bet builder on this game. Nice. Alfie, I think Germany take this 3-1 or 3-0. I do too. Yeah, that's my prediction was 3-1 earlier on, so I do think it's 3-1. Kieran Baines, I don't like the fact we haven't done many deals. Can it be because the manager is leaving, maybe, Key? This is for Ipswich, by the way, everyone else. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, it could be if Kieran McKenna's thinking about leaving, but I don't think he is. I think Kieran McKenna, wasn't the rumours that Kieran McKenna was going to Brentford? And now that, obviously, they've appointed Keith Andrews, that looks to be extinguished. I think Kieran McKenna will be staying. So the fact that maybe you've not done as many deals, it might just indicate that maybe they're not quite sure on ins and outs just yet. Maybe they're waiting to see what happens with Amari Hutchinson. Because obviously that might dictate exactly what happens with what funds they've got available and things like that. Mohit, what's your predictions for this match? Definitely Germany. I think Germany qualify. I'd be amazed if France qualify. But Germany, I think, will eventually make it through. Even if it's extra time, I think Germany qualify. Stevie, do you think Liverpool sign Alvarez, Isak or Ekitike? I think Isak is more likely than the other two. Sim is loving boyfriend. Who is Arsenal's best transfer potential? The best transfer potential? I don't know what you mean. I mean, the transfers they've signed so far, they've only really got Norgard and Zubamendi, haven't they? So I don't really know. Michael, pray you do make quality setup. Cheers, Michael. That's very kind of you to say, mate. I'm working hard at it. I'm not doing TikTok shop or any of that stuff. It is literally just content. And maybe it makes it, maybe it doesn't. If it doesn't, then hey, I'll go and get a job and we'll have had fun along the way. Eh? If nothing else, it'll have been a laugh. Right? We've had a laugh. We've watched plenty of football. But hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully around Christmas time or sooner. It'd be nice if it was sooner. I'm skint. Then yeah, maybe I'm picking up a couple of dribs and drabs here and there from it. I'm not expecting. Don't want to be a millionaire off it. Don't want to be a millionaire. I'm quite happy. I'm a very, very easily pleased guy. I'll take a caravan in real like anyone else. I'm working class as they come. No problem at all. But I love watching footy. So yeah, I like watching footy and like talking footy with people like you who all enjoy talking footy as well. So yeah. If I could ever make a living out of that, then that would be wonderful. Be a dream come true. Kieran, that's a good point. Adama, what do you reckon on Isak? Reckon he lands at Liverpool? Like, give us the league now if we do. And mate, I think that's why I think Liverpool will go all out for him. I think the fact that we've got so many players who are going to leave might just push it in our favour. You've got Harvey Elliott going. You've got maybe Kanate's going. Kwanzaa's gone. You know, maybe Diaz goes, maybe Jota goes, maybe Nunes goes, Chiesa, Morton, Doak, Lewis Kumas. You know, there's all these players. By Chetic, we've got probably another 10 players who could leave, and they're all leaving for big, big cash as well. So when you look at that and you think there's maybe another 350 million for Liverpool to be bringing in. On top of all the money we've spent, by the way, we've got another 350 million to bring in. So it feels like Liverpool have got another big signing in them, at least one. And I think there's money there for Isak if we want to do it. Definitely money there. Because we didn't sign anyone last year. And we've gone and won the league. We went far in the Champions League. You know, we got to a League Cup final. Liverpool have earned a lot of money. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Razine, hiya mate, is Voltemade playing today? Heard that he is interested to join Real Madrid. Voltemade is playing. Yeah, we'll go through the lineup shortly. One sec. Charlie, love the prediction. Keep it up. Ben, what's Reets like, Key? Reets. Let's go through the lineups. We'll do the lineups. Let's do that. I assume you're talking about a Rocco Reets. Yeah, he's a Mönchengladbach midfielder. He's all right, but I'm surprised he's starting. He's not played too often for Germany. He got an assist in the last game, but he's been on the bench. He was on the bench for the England game. In fact, he's got an assist in his last 2 starts. That's not a bad shout, actually. If you are going to do anything for Reets, maybe you could put him in. But I think Nelson Viper. Viper is the one. I like Voltemade, but Viper is the other one. Nauf is very, very fast. Nauf is incredibly fast. Roll off the bench is another one. Might be worth backing. Merlin Roll, he scored the other day. Let's go through the lineups. For Germany, it is Atubolu in goal, Collins right back, Rossenfelder and Are and B at the back, with Brown on the left. Midfield 3 of Nabel, Martel and Reets. And then a front 3 of Nauf, Viper and Voltemade. Voltemade, very, very highly rated. He's one to watch. For France, it is Restes in goal, Guillaume Restes. Back 3 of Decore, Magassa and Lukaber. Castello Lukaber. He is Liverpool's main replacement target for Ibrahima Konate. So, one to think about there. Quentin Merlan on the left and Sildilia on the right. Quentin Merlan, very, very good. Scored a wonderful goal for France against Denmark in the quarter-final the other day. Midfield 2 of Lepenant and that man Cisse. Cisse is the top scorer in the competition so far, I believe. Absolutely unbelievable performances recently against Poland, against Denmark. Goals and assists all throughout the tournament. Top player. And then a front 3 of Odeber, Tell and Abline. Abline centre forward. Couple of players to watch out for on the bench. You've got Tierno Barry on the bench for Villarreal. He's for France. He is very, very heavily linked with a move to Everton. £40 million move to Everton this summer. He's got a £40 million release clause. Everton have apparently contacted Villarreal. I'm not sure how true that is, because as far as I'm concerned, Everton are skint. And 40 million quid on one player is very, very unlikely. But they do need a centre-forward, and Tierno Barry is one that I do like. So it'd be good to see him in the Prem next season, even if it's for Everton. AJ, do you think Newcastle are going to sell Isak? I think they will sell Isak. Yeah, if they have to, I think they'll sell Isak. Isak, with all those players going though, I can't just put it into Isak. No, I don't think we'll put it into Isak. It won't just be Isak. I think you can get Isak for maybe 120 to 130. That'll be enough. We don't need to spend more than that on Isak. Isak, we'll get him for 120. And then you'll still have 200 million or so to spend in other areas of the pitch. We don't need to spend. Honestly, we've signed a goalkeeper. We've signed 2 fullbacks. We've signed Wirtz. We'd need a centre forward. We need Isak. Obviously, if we get him in, that's that done. The players who are leaving, by the way, didn't play all that much last season. So Chiesa didn't really play all that much. Morton, Bajcetic, Kwanzaa, Tsimikas. You know, all of these players didn't really... Lewis Kumas, you know, all of these didn't really play all that much last season. So, Kelleher as well. You know, all these players we've got, they didn't play all that much. So, it's not like we're losing a load of, oh my God, Liverpool have lost 6 or 7 players there and the squad's decimated. It's not the same. We've still got a big, big squad. And Liverpool's selling 7 or 8 of these players. The only ones who've played massive amounts for Liverpool would be your Darwin Núñez's, Diogo Jota. You know, so if we went out and got Isak and maybe another centre-forward, or maybe Isak and a young winger, you know, who knows? That'd probably be enough. We wouldn't need much more than that. Claire, have you been watching any of the FIFA Club World Cup? Yes, we've been watching quite a bit of it. I've not been that impressed with it, to be honest. It's been pretty dull. And if I'm honest, it's been a flop of a tournament, hasn't it? All the TV companies have pointed out that the attendances, obviously the physical attendances at the games have been shocking, but the TV viewings have been right down as well. So fans are basically voting with their feet and letting the TV companies know, we're not really interested in this. This has been where it's at. This has been where it's at. The under-21s, the under-19s, they have been the big, big tournaments, the ones that everyone should have been watching. Honestly, the under-21s and the under-19s tournament has been amongst the best football I've seen all season. It's been absolutely brilliant. It's been great to watch. Dead entertaining. B. Egan needs some decent backups. Yeah, Gay would be another one. Jack Willis. I can't believe we've signed Norgard and Kepa. Liverpool have signed Kirkes, Frimpong and Wirtz. Egan needs some backup forwards if we're selling all those just for Isak, even if it's just some young ones. User 487, condolences going out to Brentford. Dark days are coming for them. See it anyways. Egan, Robbo, Jota, Núñez, Diaz, maybe Canate too. Quite a few, even if we get Gay and Isak. Oh, well, Robbo, mate, we've just signed a left back. We've just signed a left back. That's 2 centre forwards. We replaced one with Isak. Diaz, maybe Canate. Okay, so we need a centre back. We need 1 or 2 centre backs. We need a winger. It's fine. Absolutely fine. Mate, we've got loads of money. Liverpool got an absolute box full of money, even before selling all those players. Hereford. Have you heard of Hereford FC? Of course I've heard of Hereford FC. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Can you stop being so disrespectful to us, please? Who's us? Which team do you support? I don't even know what team you support. You're an Aberdeen fan? Yeah, you're an Aberdeen fan? Can you stop being so disrespectful? From an Aberdeen fan? You're being disrespectful to us. How's that? Am I being disrespectful? Go on, how am I being disrespectful to Aberdeen? Go on. You're doing right now, can you stop? Yeah, go on. What? How? Explain. Explain how we're being disrespectful to Aberdeen by not talking about Aberdeen. Not Aberdeen, your viewers. Oh no, I'll be as this is how I am, Chief. If you don't like it, scroll on. You're welcome to scroll on. Kieran Baines, who would you rather England play against in the final? I'd much rather Germany. Yeah, I'd much rather Germany. I think it'd be a much better occasion. It'd be far, far better, wouldn't it? Yeah, far, far better to watch. Adama, keep Dans though. Do you like Dans? Yeah, I think Dans is a decent player. Kaysen Green, what football team do you support? I'm a Liverpool fan, Kaysen. So, you know, I'm sure you're not going to like it very much. As a Man United fan. 4-3. What about 4-3? What about 4-3? What are you saying about 4-3? You can say 4-3 like it means anything. You finished like 15th last season. Beat Egan, better players in the 11 doesn't make a better squad. Okay, but hang on a minute. In what way did Harvey Elliott and Chiesa and Morton and Bajcetic and Kwanzaa and Tsimikas, all of those didn't really contribute, did they? They didn't really contribute in a massive, significant way. Yeah, they didn't really contribute in a significant way. So I don't think it's a huge issue, really. I don't think it's a huge issue. Oh, there you go. The cameraman's at it again. The cameraman's at it again. What does the cameraman do? We've said it many, many times on this channel. Many, many, many times. Honestly, many times. What does the the great cameraman? I'm saying cameraman. It might be camera lady. I don't know. But honestly, it happens in every single Euros game. As soon as there's an opportunity to pan to the crowd, they've already got fixed straight on several beautiful ladies in the crowd. It's always straight to the beautiful ladies. I'm telling you, keep watching. Every time there's a goal scored, it's always straight to women. Egan, you're going on about Morton and Bajcetic. They weren't even at the club. Exactly, but we'll still get 50 million quid for them, mate. Isn't that great? Isn't that great that Morton and Bajcetic and Kumas weren't at the club, and we'll probably get, and Doak as well, by the way, we'll probably get 100 million for the four of them. Probably get 100 million for the four players. How good is that? 100 million for players who never even kicked a ball for us last season, really. That's wonderful. That's the difference between Liverpool and other teams. Robert, Gareth Southgate has got an MBE. He's now Sir Gareth. Oh, Sir Gareth. Sir Gareth. I can't wait for United fans to be calling their manager Sir Gareth. Alfie, Chelsea, Man City, Arsenal, Tottenham, top four. Well, I can see Tottenham and Chelsea in the top five for sure, but there's absolutely no world where Liverpool aren't in the top four next season, Alfie. There's absolutely no world. Twisted Fate. The fact it's straight to women tells me it's 100% a cameraman and he's being caught in 4K. Well, listen, we don't know. It might be a camera lady. It might be a camera gentleman. I don't know. All I'm saying to you is that there is a very, very consistent pattern emerging. They pan. So whenever they pan to the crowd, and usually in a key moment, they'll pan to the crowd, and it's nearly always fixated on beautiful women. Honestly, I think they must literally just be like, right, just before the game, just make sure you spin round to the crowd, like, right, okay, row 5, seats 46, 47, right, you, right, over here, yeah, on there, right. And just, honestly, it's just a bit of that. Egan, yeah, lad, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Defo shouldn't get rid of Doak, though. Why Doak's not getting anywhere near Mo Salah. He's not better than Salah. He's not going to finish. He's not going to compete with Salah. He's not good enough to play ahead of Salah. Even in 3 years' time, Ben Doak won't be good enough to be ahead of Salah. So I just think it's a madness to keep hold of Ben Doak, when right now there's an argument that Ben Doak is probably the highest value he's ever going to be in his career. Case and Green, who's the best player you've watched? I mean, I've watched Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi live, so maybe either of them. But I would say Steven Gerrard for Liverpool, and certainly in the Premier League, I would say Steven Gerrard. Alfie, Salah's too old now. Mate, he's not too old. He's just had last season the greatest ever individual Premier League season, so he can't be that old. SMP3, is Kirkes getting announced today? No, he isn't, but it's not far off. CB, up the Argyle. I was gutted Plymouth went down last season. Absolutely gutted. Sam McDonald, what do you think about the new Preston sponsor? Oh yeah, it's Spud Bros, isn't it? Spud Bros. How cool. That is quite cool. That is quite cool. A business like that is now sponsoring a football team. Maybe we can get Premier League Dad sponsoring a football team in years to come. Who knows? I'd love that. I'd feel like that is... That, yeah. I remember I did run a business once that sponsored the programme. Or we sponsored the match day programme for a football team. But that's about as big as it's ever got. Twisted Fate, what happened to Mbermo? 250k though, mate. That Newcastle reporter sat in his basement crying right now. 150k means it wasn't a money move. He simply didn't want Newcastle. Well, he's still 3 times his salary, mate. I mean, it might still be a money move. Right, we're about to kick off here. France and Germany. Germany get us underway. We're off and underway in Bratislava. Or is it? No, I think it's in Dunajska Streda, isn't it? So yeah, but I agree. Maybe he didn't just want Newcastle, but I think it is potentially still a money move. Alfie, just don't think Salah has it in him coming into the new season. Liverpool should have sold him for big cash to Saudi. Mate, why don't you just admit that that's bitterness on your part to say that? Come on, Alfie. Come on, you don't believe that. Even if Salah's nowhere near what he did last season, he's still going to have a season better than the average Premier League wide player. Like, he's still going to be better than any wide player that City have got. He's still going to be contributing more than, any wide player that Chelsea or Arsenal have. Maybe not Arsenal, maybe Saka, to be honest. But to be honest, he was well ahead of everyone last season. Like, well ahead. Adama sponsored Tranmere. Yeah, Tranmere would be a good one, wouldn't it? So maybe we have to start small. Maybe we start with, like, Marine. Start with Marine first and then work our way up to Tranmere. Work our way up to the big boys. Best centre mid in the league, no bias. Best centre mid now, Declan Rice, I would say. Yeah, Declan Rice. Alexis McAllister's very close, but personal preference, I would say Declan Rice. And I'm a Liverpool fan, so I would say Declan Rice is the best in the league right at this moment in time. SMP3, can Wirtz play right wing? Because Salah will miss quite a few games because of AFCON. Wirtz can play right wing, but he plays left. So I think it's far more likely we'll have Wirtz left. Diaz or Gakpo maybe on the wide right. I think they are more likely to drop over to the right. Germany to win. BTTS. Volta made to score. Tell. Shot on target. Odeberg. Goal or assist. And 1+ Merlin foul. Come on. Go on, Ben. Ben, AFC Liverpool, sponsored by Prem Dad, coming to a shirt near you. Ronan, how's it going? Good, mate. Good to see you, mate. Kieran Baines, for Chelsea to play 2 in the morning. I don't know how they weren't tired. Well, they've been in the US for a long time now, mate, so that it wasn't 2 in the morning. It wasn't 2 in the morning. To them, it was like 8 o'clock at night, was it? Like 8 o'clock, something like that? It's like an 8 p.m. kickoff. Or maybe at 9 p.m. 8 or 9 p.m. kickoff. Alfie, Chelsea should have never let him go. Yeah, add him to De Bruyne as well, and a few others you shouldn't have let go. Twisted Fate, I just knew 250k was a stretch and fake because Ineos haven't offered about like 190k to anyone yet, so it would have possibly been 200 at a push. Mate, I just think that, yeah, I think it's mad to think that United are going to all of a sudden just be wonderfully well run. Like, they've been really poorly run for such a long time, and including in the last 12 months under Ineos. So they've never been particularly astute in any decision that they've made. And I think the expectation that they're going to be really good all of a sudden is a bit foolish, isn't it? It's unlikely it's going to go really good for United all of a sudden. Alfie, Chelsea have one of the best midfields in the Premier League. Enzo, Caicedo and Palmer. Palmer's not in Chelsea's midfield. Palmer's not a Chelsea midfielder. Liverpool, Lennox, who do you support? I am a Liverpool fan. Lee Oxley, see Adam Lallana retired. Southampton FC coach. Yeah, he's first team coach, isn't he? Behind Will Still. Be interesting to see how Will Still gets on at the Saints next season. Kieran, oh sorry, I didn't know they were in America for a while. Sorry, I sound stupid. It's alright, man. But yeah, no, I was going to say, they wouldn't have been playing at 2 a.m. They on the local, they'll have been there to adjust. And, you know, as far as they're concerned, it's like 8 p.m. But 2 a.m. for us. Twisted Fate, I ain't expecting that, mate. Will defo be a while until we are properly well run, but baby steps key. Yeah. Baby steps, yeah. And as you say, if you can get Mbermo in, you can get Cunha in. I still think it just feels a bit mad that you're looking at just the attack. It feels like if United are just focusing on the attack, I think that's such a naive thing to do. Defence is maybe where United are most likely to flop it. SMP3, how far do you think Botafogo can go? Next round. Probably out in the next round. Can't see it being much better than that. Long ball forward, good claim by Restes. Very, very good claim. Love that. Absolutely love that. Long ball forward for Germany. It's the 28th. Who's on the 28th? There's Botafogo against Palmeiras on the 28th, isn't there? And the Under-21 Championship final. So it'll be England against either Germany or France on Saturday. Right, okay. So that's what we're watching on Saturday. We're not going to watch Benfica. In fact, you know what? I'll put it to the vote. But I'm just letting you know now. I'm letting you know now that I'm only doing the vote to gauge interest. Right, so which game should we watch on Saturday night? That is the question. Which game should we watch on Saturday night? Is it Benfica versus Chelsea? Is it Benfica versus Chelsea in the Club World Cup knockout round? Or England versus Germany or France? In the Under-21 final. Go and vote on YouTube if you can. Get over to Premier League Dad YouTube and let me know. Jack Bauer, what time's kickoff? It's live now, mate. Yeah, it's live right now. Kieran Baines, is it true that Leicester City is getting point deductions next season in the Championship? Is it? No, I don't think it is. Germany down the left-hand side. Chance here for Germany. Off the bar, must be. 1-0 Germany. Get in. And it's that man, Voltamade. Oh, no, it's not. It's Viper. It's Viper. I told you, Viper. I told you, Nelson Viper. I told you. He was the one to watch. It's a simple ball down the left-hand side. Really simple ball into the channel. It was it Naufo? Was it Voltamade? Who was it who ran onto this? It was France just giving the ball away. Really, really poor from Mawissa. Voltamade passes it in. It comes off the bar and Viper's got a tap in. Nelson Viper, 1-0. There you go. Simple tap in. 6 yards out for Germany. into an empty net. It was Reitz who had the shot, deflected off the bar, and Nelson Viper with the goal. There you go. Ben, that's not going to count as a Reitz goal or assist either. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gutted for you, Ben. I mean, I'm not that gutted, but I... Twisted Fate, did England win, by the way? I was out with the kiddos. Yes, mate, England did win. England did win. They won. And, yeah, they fully deserved it as well. Harvey Elliott, a couple of great goals. Fully deserved it. It was a great performance from England. Alfie, I think the Under-21 matters more than the Club World Cup. Kieran, the time has stopped, mate, has it? Have I not got it back? Is it on live now? One sec. Oh, Rosenfelder's gone down. Looks like it's a hamstring. Oh, he's gutted as well. Poor lad. Oh, and that probably means he's out of the final as well. It was Voltamade with the pass. Lovely pass from Voltamade. Reitz ran onto it. Great shot. Good save from the keeper. Restes got a touch on it. It bounced up, hit the crossbar, came back out, and Nelson Viper, the Mainz centre-forward, 20 years of age, he's been so dangerous in this tournament. He is on hand to score a wonderful, wonderful goal in this one and put Germany in the lead 1-0. And it's looking like it's going to be the old enemy. It's going to be the World War II derby. England against Germany. Twisted Fate, Benfica versus Bayern was the worst game of, or the worst game of the season. So the Under-21 final is the simple watch and answer. Yeah, I think so too. Kieran, I keep seeing everywhere that Leicester are getting points deductions. I don't think they are. No, I think there's a rumour that they're going to get points deductions, but I think they'll be okay. Andrew Wright, is Elliott injured? No, I don't think he is. Rosenfelder's gone off and Ehrmann has come on for Germany. Aston King, thoughts on England game? Thoughts on the England game? It was good. It was all right, yeah. I mean, a little bit... It wasn't an entertaining game. It was a bit cagey, I thought. But, you know, 2 great goals from Harvey Elliott. Wonderful goal from Ohio for the Dutch. Really, really good goal from them to get them back into it. And, yeah, that was probably the only bright sparks of the game. The 3 very good goals. Other than that, it was pretty dull. Kieran, I can see a bucket load of goals in this game. I can too, yeah. I mean, I think that this could be one of those 3-3 or 3-2 types of games. Julius, what would you be without football? I'd be a dad. Yeah. A dad and a husband. And maybe... I don't know. I don't know what I'd be. Thankfully, I don't have to make that decision. We do have football. Twisted Fate, see what I did there? Bayern wanted Wirtz. So I had to. MX02, today marks 16 years since Michael Jackson left this world. Ow! I love Michael Jackson. Great guy. Great guy. Wonderful guy. Wonderful music. Love it. Do you know, I'll tell you the story. I used to work with a lad who really did have a bit of an obsession with Michael Jackson, to the point where someone called him, or they didn't even call him, they just referred to him as Wacko Jacko, which was the news sort of pet name for Michael Jackson at the time. They referred to him as Wacko Jacko in the office one day. And this guy got really upset, stood up and stormed out. And I mean, stood up, stormed out of the office. And I was like the manager, and I had to kind of, when he came back in, I pulled him. I was like, mate, are you okay? I'm really, like, was everything all right? Like, I just thought I'd come and check on you. You all right? And he said, yeah, I'm fine. I just don't like it when people speak about Michael like that. When I say I've never had to hold in a laugh quite as much. And yeah, I mean, that was mad. But there you go. There's loads of stuff like that I could tell you. Loads of stories like that. We've had some mad people I've had to manage over the years. Osiro, thoughts on the Spud Bros, sponsor for Preston. Very cool. Yeah, very cool. I like it. Archie, Chelsea next season, predicted finish. I'd say 5th. Maybe 4th, maybe even 3rd. They could take over Arsenal. But I don't think any higher than that. No higher than that. Germany, chance. Oh, they must be 2-0. Yeah, there you go. It's Voltamade. It's Voltamade with the goal. It's 2-0 to Germany inside 14 minutes. We knew this one was going to be a walk in the park. 2-0 to the Germans. UFC, because he was wacko. Cat Muffin Wacko Jacko was a term to mock MJ and humiliate him. It's absolutely outrageous, isn't it? I'm with you, mate. I'm with you. UFC acting like he knows Michael personally. Well, that's it. That was the issue. Yeah, that was why that whole joke was funny. Great ball forward, and it was a lovely, lovely little touch. Do you know what? Who's the number 17 for France there? Who is that? Whoever that number... Oh, let's have a look. Right. Magassa and Decore, absolutely shocking. The two centre-backs for France have been absolutely dreadful. Luke Haber's not been terrible, but you can see Magassa and Decore are all over the place. And they've just been beaten up and pulled apart by Germany. 2-0 to the Germans. It's a great start for them. Reece, we're getting absolutely cooked by Germany. I've told you, yeah, Germany will smash us in the final. They'll smash us. Andrew Wright, I only ask because my friend said in his interview he injured himself with celebrating. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it either. There's a VAR goal check here. What's the goal check for? Goal. Yeah, I was going to say. Don't know why. See, it baffles me that. Why there's a goal check. There's never a goal check there. But... 6 goals in 4 matches for Voltamade. You love to see it. You love to see it. Great tackle. Germany are all over these. Reece, Voltamade will be in the Prem soon. Watch. See, I would love Liverpool. I'd love Liverpool to sell Jota and Nunes and go and get Voltamade and Isak. Excuse me. Voltamade and Isak would be 2 cool signings for Liverpool. Or even Vipa, you know. Vipa's a good young signing. Good young player. Twisted Fate, maybe I get a ticket for the Under-21 so I can sing 10 German boys. Oh, I love that chant and song. To be honest, I've never been to a... Have I been to an England game? I think I've been to 1 England game at Old Trafford. But I've never been privy to any of those sort of chants, to be honest. France, chance for France. Must be. Good save. Should have done better there, I think, Cisse. Should have done better there, the young man. Given he scored quite a lot this season and in this tournament, I think he should have done a bit better. But too simple, and Atabolu got down and saved it very, very well. Really good save from the Manchester United target. Ronnie, what channel is this on? It's on 4/7, which you can watch. I think it's channel 143 on Sky or Virgin, whatever you've got, but you can watch it on 4/7. You can also watch it on the Channel 4 app. Cheers for the sub as well. Really appreciate the subscribing. Thank you, Alex. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Thank you to all those that have liked and subscribed on YouTube as well. Lots and lots of love. Kieran Baines, random question. Did you ever do Match Attacks football cards? No, I didn't do Match Attacks football cards. But I did have a spell. I used to collect when I was a kid. When I was a kid, same as many of us did. I used to do the Merlin Premier League sticker album every season. I used to do the Merlin Premier League sticker album. And then, for some mad reason, I can't even remember how we got into it. I was at work one day, and like my best mate at work, he said, it was the, you know what it was? It was the Brazil, was it the Brazil World Cup or the South Africa World Cup? Which was first? Brazil World Cup or South Africa World Cup? I always get the two mixed up. Was it Brazil 2010 or South Africa 2010? One of them was 2010, one was 2014. Which one was it? Romeo, where are you watching the game, lad? It's Channel 4, mate. Channel 4, or 4/7 rather. You can watch it on the Channel 4 app, or you can watch it on 4/7. It was South Africa first. So it was 2010 South Africa. And Brazil would have been 2014, is that right? Right, okay, so then it would have been the Brazil World Cup. Yes, that makes sense. Because I was in the Maldives for the final of Brazil. Which is with my big brother, which is a completely mad story, which I've told people on this channel before. But anyway, ended up in a honeymoon suite on the Maldives with my big brother. Anyway, I started collecting Merlin stickers again because my best mate, who I worked with, said, should we start doing these Merlin stickers for the World Cup, mate? Should we do it just for a laugh? Let's get a book each and we'll go and start doing it on our lunch and stuff in work. Started that, and honestly, you wouldn't believe the amount of money we spent at Tesco, going to Tesco on our lunch and buying stickers. Two grown men. Honestly, we used to laugh how sad we was. Just sat there in the office. We'd come in, we'd have a swaps pile like this. Oh, it was dead funny. And then I've not touched them since. Yeah, I've not done stickers out since. But I did love doing it when I was a bit younger. Alex, seen Rob Page, our new Under-21 manager. Great choice. Yeah, it is. Yeah, Rob Page. Good shout. Very, very good shout for Liverpool, that. South Africa had the Jabulani ball. Yeah, that was the one that moved everywhere, wasn't it? The one that kind of like swirled and swiveled and whatever. Well, Germany have got this absolutely wrapped up as it stands. Twisted Fate, me and a few mates did that with Yu-Gi-Oh! We could only buy one pack a break and had to try and collect the whole box. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was bad. It was that's like one of them where I'm looking at it and think, oh, there was times where I used to look at it and think, you sad ban. Oh, Germany, how's he give a foul for that? He shouldn't have given a foul there, ref. Alex Macklin, thoughts on Harvey, stay or go? He's going to go, mate. Yeah, he's going to go. Twisted Fate, I gave up 300 quid in. 300 quid and that's it, I'm done. No more. Kieran, I've done Merlin stickers. I spend so much on cards. Listen, hey, whatever makes you, it's whatever works for you, isn't it? Whatever makes you're happy. But yeah, I did feel a bit sad. I definitely felt a bit. There was a point where I was going in for, because you get hooked on it, don't you? There was points where I was like 25 and I'm going into a news agent or whatever with. Excuse me, mate. Can I get 10 packs of the Brazil 2014 World Cup sticker album cards, please? And he'd go 10. Did I say that right? And I go, yeah, 10, yeah. It's for me, nephew. It's for my little brother. It's all right. It's not for me. He said he wanted 10, so it's not for me. It's obviously not for me. Absolute sad act. Alex Macklin, Germany looking good. Yeah, mate, they're doing really, really good. Really, really good. SBA Tyler, we're going the Prem, Coventry. We watched a lot of Coventry last season. It was disappointing in the end, I think. Obviously, the big result against Sunderland at the Stadium of Light, that was frustrating for him, but yeah, really, really good throughout the season. Coventry, especially towards the end. We watched the games against West Brom, and obviously the playoff games against Sunderland. I really thought you had it. Really thought you had it. Twisted Fate, I can't lie though, it's like being a kid again when you pull out the rare stuff. Oh yeah, when you get a shiny. When you get a shiny, it's absolutely like the dopamine hits you, doesn't it? SBA Tyler, I'm happy for them. I'm not like any other fans, you know what I mean? At least we lost to the winners. That's a good way of looking to it, isn't it? It's a good way of looking at it. And at the end of the day, you only lost due to like literally the last kick of the game. It was just going to penalties, wasn't it? And then Ballard off a corner. It's sad. It's frustrating. It's got to be frustrating, but maybe Coventry will have another go again next year. Depends if you keep hold of Radoni. If you can keep hold of Radoni, you might be all right next season. Lots of competition, though. Lots of competition in the Championship next season. I think Sheffield United will be just as good under Ruben Sellés. I think Leicester, they'll improve if they get Sean Dyche, which is apparently what's happening. You definitely have to expect Ipswich and Southampton with Will Still and all the signings that Ipswich have made over the years. They'll be really, really competitive. And yeah, like you say, you've got other teams who didn't quite make it. Bristol, as well. Millwall, Blackburn. Leicester points deduction. Have they actually had a points deduction? I don't think they will get a points deduction, will they? Could be hit with a minimum 12-point penalty if found guilty. I don't think they get a points deduction. Yeah, they received urgent instructions to avoid the points deduction. Kieran, are you doing a video on the new fixtures for the EFL? Maybe look at the first 5 matches. To be honest, mate, I feel like the lack of videos on the channel is probably hurting the channel at this point. I've not done a video on this channel since April because I focus so much on the lives. As you know, I've been doing at least 1, 2, sometimes 4 lives a day. So what I'm trying to switch to is maybe only doing 1 live a day, but doing some more videos and trying to build back in with the videos again. So I do need to do more videos. There will be more videos coming on the channel. I've definitely slowed down with producing vids. So I need to get better at that. So I'm focusing on that and getting better at editing and all that stuff. It's hard work. I hate editing. I'm rubbish at it, that's why. I'm useless at it. So, yeah, I found a little niche with the lives. We're doing really, really well. The lives are growing every single time. So it's all good, but I need to do more videos. So, yeah, maybe that's a good idea. Maybe I'll do a video on the EFL fixtures. I'll see. Fernie, FIFA packs have taken over from football stickers now, and you can spend a fortune on FIFA packs. Yeah, see, that's something I've never done, the whole ultimate team thing and the clubs and all that thing. I've just never, ever got it, but it is the same thing, isn't it? Players now, oh my God, opening packs on FIFA. That was the same thing we used to get with footy stickers, isn't it? And Pogs and things like that. Pogs. Remember Pogs? Cheers for the follow, SBA Tyler. Really appreciate that, mate. Thank you. Fernie, minimum 12 points. I don't think they get... You'd be amazed how much work goes into avoiding teams getting points deductions because the leagues don't like do it because they don't like doing it because it messes with the integrity of the league. Like, the fact that they could end up getting a league title position or whatever, maybe a championship position, a playoff position, but because of the deduction they don't get it. It kind of messes with the integrity of the league, doesn't it? Mohammed, I live in Australia. Why can't I watch this game? You can watch this game. For sure you can, yeah. You just need to go to Channel 4 and download Channel 4's app. If you download the Channel 4 app or watch on the Channel 4 website, you can see the game live on there. HFT, is this the other semi-final, bro? Yes, it is. Yeah, it's the other one. Germany 2, France 0. It's live right now on Channel 4. You can watch it on there. If you want to watch it with me on YouTube, obviously you can watch it on me on TikTok if you want. But we're watching on YouTube with it. Premier League Dad. Go and check it out. We've had a cooling break already, haven't we, in this one? Kieran Baines, France are growing in this game. They are, aren't they? Yeah, it feels like they are getting a little bit more bold, a little bit more brave. I still can't see him getting back ahead of Germany. Yeah, I can't see him getting ahead of Germany now. But there are goals in this. There's for sure more goals in this one. For sure. Loving the Spain shirt right behind you. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's the World Cup winning shirt. It's got the World Champions badge. Great ball. Chance for France. I thought he was going to dive in then. It might have been a penalty, that. Cisse, laid off. Someone's got to hit it. They've got to start taking chances, France. It's far too safe, I guess. Safe is the word. Good ball into the box. Cisse! It's gone out. Goal kick. Goal kick. Mohammed, thank you. I'll try it now. Appreciate your response. No problem, Mohammed. Good to have you, mate. Thank me with a subscription. Thank me with a like and a subscribe. That's what I really want from you. Give us a like and a subscribe. Show me you care. Lennon Lorimer, the ref is corrupted. Why do you think the ref's corrupted? Why? What's the ref done? I don't think the ref's corrupted. He's done all right in this game. What's he give that you don't agree with? Shot from France over the bar. It's going to be a goal kick. SBA Tyler, see you, mate. See you later, Tyler. Take it easy, man. Ben, geez, Rob Page, our new under-21s gaffer. Oh, yeah, ex-Wales boss. It's all right, that, innit? It's all right. We've literally got, imagine that, we've got the ex-Wales national team manager as our under-21s coach, and we've got a manager who was a manager who has managed in our first team coach has managed in a European final in the last, 5 years. How mad's that? That's the quality we've got in our ranks. Good appointment. Mohammed, I think I have. Cheers, man. Appreciate that. Thank you. Here we go. Great play down the left-hand side for Germany yet again. Bit too heavy. Ripa Begum. France score 1 goal. I think they will. I think they've got a goal in them, France. But I think Germany have got more. I predicted 3-1 before the start of the game. I'm going to stick with 3-1. 3-1 feels about right. Feels about right. Great ball by Merlan. Cleared away. Great touch by Brown. Ben, we have a strong coaching group. We do, yeah, very strong coaching group. Sipka Hulshoff, Gio Van Bronckhorst, Stana Slot, now Rob Page. I mean, we could only dream of the set-piece coach, whatever his name is, Nico Jova. Oh, that's a foul, ref. That's going to be a yellow card. It's got to be a yellow card, and it is. France yellow card. Nauf dragged down there. So easy. Who is it who's been booked? Decore, the other centre-back. Decore and Mawissa. They've been all over the place. I mean, in fairness, Decore is a centre mid. He's not even a centre, or a right back. He's not a centre back. Maybe that's why. He's just all over the place. Who do you reckon has the most unexpected season next season? Spurs. Yeah, Spurs, I think, will be the most improved team next season. Unless you're talking about players. Are you talking about players? Are you talking about teams? I think Spurs will be the most improved. Yeah. Spurs, I would say, will be the most improved team next season. Alfie, Dortmund and Fluminense still 0-0, for fuck's sake. Hey, give it time. Give it time. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. I'll try and keep updated on all the other ones. Actually, I want to see if there are any other scores going on. So, Club World Cup, Dortmund and Mamelodi. Dortmund and Mamelodi. Good tackle. You're not claiming a pen for that, are you, France? No. No pen. Char plays. How are you doing? I'm doing very well. How are you doing? More importantly, how are you doing? How the devil are you? How's your day going? How's your family? How's your life? What's going right for you right now? Great touch by Voltamade. Love it. Right, what was I looking for there? I can't remember what I was looking for. Oh, that's why. I'd forget my head if it wasn't screwed on. Oh, what? What's happened here? Why? What's going on? What have I missed? Oh, Rosenborg. Rosenborg have killed me off, haven't they? I've had an absolute disaster there. Rosenborg, you absolute waste of time. Shocking. Right, Dortmund have scored against Ulsan Hyundai. Who is it who scored it? It's 1-0. Dortmund ahead. Svensson. Svensson scored for Dortmund. Alfie, what do you think of Tuchel becoming England manager? I'm not a fan. I'm really not a fan. I've got to be honest. I've said this quite a few times with other people on the channel when we've talked about this, but I do think that national football should be about our best against their best. Like, it kind of ceases to be England if it's, we've got a German manager. We've got players who were born in Ireland, but they've chosen to play for England because it's better for their careers. I don't like that. Like, you can play. I get you have dual nationality and all that sort of thing, but there is that sort of element of cherry picking. Like Scott McTominay ended up playing for Scotland, but I think he wanted to play for England, didn't he? But he picked Scotland. Why? Not because he necessarily felt a real affinity to Scotland as such, but because he had a better chance of playing international football. So then it does just become about almost scouting and convincing players to play for the national team early. Like Wayne Rooney said he would have played for Ireland before England. He said if I'd been called up to the Ireland national team, he got called up at 16 years of age, didn't he? And he thought he was going up to play for the first team, and they phoned him up and said, we've got you going with the under-21s tonight. And he was like, I'm not playing for the under-21s. I'm too good. Too good to play for the under-21s. And because of that, he then got called up to England. So, yeah, I think I would much prefer that countries and national football should be about your best against their best kind of thing, and that's what makes it fun. Mohammed, unfortunately it doesn't work. I need to be in the UK or Ireland, but I'm glad you're covering it. You could maybe get a VPN. I don't know. I mean, VPNs are perfectly fine. You could probably get a VPN and use that. Then you could watch it. Alfie, come on Dortmund. Can't see how England versus Germany would go. Honestly, Germany, they're gonna smash these. User 553. Rice was born in England. If that's who you're on about. No, I'm not on about Rice. I'm not on about Rice. It's a general point, I guess, for any player who is born in another country, but then opts to play for a different country based on the likelihood of said country being better for their career or whatever. Like it just, I don't know. It just feels a bit pithy, doesn't it? It just feels a bit like. And then you know, foreign coaches managing national teams again. I'm not a lover of that. I don't like that we've had Tuchel and we've had Capello, and yeah, not for me. Our best against their best. That's why I think it should be. Good ball in from Quentin Merlin. That wasn't bad at all. That was very, very good. Norgard to Arsenal, replacing Jorginho. Thoughts? I don't think he is. Do you think he's replacing Jorginho? Yeah, I don't think he is replacing Jorginho. I think he ends up playing a lot more than you might think, you know. And that's kind of a worry for Arsenal, because I don't think he's as good as he's certainly not good enough to be putting Arsenal towards a Premier League title. They're miles off if they get Norgard. Miles off it. Such a mad signing, that. Liverpool are going out and getting Kirkes and Frimpong and Wirtz. Man City are going and getting Cherky and Reinders and Ait Nori. And who are Arsenal getting? Norgard, Kepa. That is going to be the difference between City, Liverpool and Arsenal at the end of the season. It really is. It's going to be a massive difference. Pedri Lover, this Job guy might be good. He's replacing Partey. Well, yeah, Partey has confirmed that he's leaving Arsenal now, hasn't he? It's been confirmed. Partey leaving Arsenal. Still keen to see what's going to happen with Idrissa Gana Gueye. Is he going to leave Everton? What do we think happens there? There you go. Yeah, Idrissa Gana Gueye set to quit Everton. Where's he going? Ligue 1, going back to France. Fernie replacing Partey according to Talk Sport. Mohamed, what do you think of Ancelotti at Brazil then? Again, you know, isn't part of that because of the whole tax thing and the inability to extradite from Brazil? Again, I'm not entirely sure whether that's true or if it's just mere conspiracy. But obviously Ancelotti was in a little bit of trouble with the Spanish authorities at some point about tax, and the move to Brazil, which doesn't have an extradition treaty, did feel rather timely. Again, if there's anything in that, maybe there's not, maybe there's nothing in that. But yeah, I don't know. For me, I would apply that to any country. I'm not, you know, I've not got anything against any one nationality or any country or whatever. I'm saying, as a general rule, I think it should be Brazil managers managing Brazil. Spain managers managing Spain, English managers managing England, and Scottish managers managing Scotland, and all the way through across all nations. I think that's what it should be. That is what makes the World Cup special. That's what I think it should be about. But it doesn't often become that. It becomes, like you say, it just ends up being a mishmash of players who, you know, sometimes were born elsewhere, but they've been in that country for a bit. Like, there's a lot. Tyus Browning plays for China now, doesn't he? Now, I'm not saying Tyus Browning doesn't, but isn't he only moved to China like very, very recently? But because he's playing in the Chinese league, he is eligible for China. There's things like that. Again, I'm not entirely sure. It just feels mad. Just feels mad. Pedro Lover, I'm begging Barca to buy Job in 27. G. Lawrence, Kepa isn't a bad signing. 5 mil, second choice keeper, which is what we needed. Yeah, no, and that's fine. Yeah, you know, Kepa's not a bad signing. All I'm saying is it just feels like it's a very underwhelming window for Arsenal so far, isn't it? If all you've got so far is you know, Norgard, Kepa, Zubamendi, that's a bit of an underwhelming window, that. User 553, Irish team's always been full of Englishmen who have never got a chance to play international. Yeah, and it's the same with Scotland now. It's the same with Scotland. But it never used to be. I didn't feel like it was that. I think it's kind of happened more and more because of, yeah, maybe the money that's funneled out of the Scottish game. Yeah, just feels a bit mad. Mohammed, exactly, because you will have more desire to win if it's your homeland. Well, exactly, yeah. But also, like, if it's your homeland, I mean, that's you're wearing the country's. Like, I would expect the England manager to sing the national anthem and have some degree of pride in representing England. Thomas Tuchel isn't having any pride in representing it. He's German. He's German. He's not gonna feel any particular affinity to England as a country. There's no, you know, he doesn't well up at the thought of the Queen and the royal family, or, you know, he doesn't get all teary-eyed when he hears "Abide with Me" or things like that. It's just not, you know, he doesn't have a cup of tea all that often, I'm guessing. There's certain things that are just, you know, English. And yeah, Thomas Tuchel, I don't know. I would absolutely prefer us to have a even a rubbish English manager over a foreign manager. And that's nothing against Germans. Nothing against Germans. I would imagine Germans feel just as strongly. User 553, always was for Ireland. Team in the 90s had more Scousers, Mancunians and Londoners than Irish. Irish. I'm trying to go back to the Irish team at the 90s. Oh, here we go. It's half time. Right, Germany. Oh, the ref's not. Voltemade's not happy with the ref. I think he was saying that they were through on goal there. That's 2-0. 2-0 half time. Let me know what you're thinking. Brandon Yates, did England win? Yes, England won 2-1. Angus Hampson, what's the score? The score is Germany 2, France 0. France 0. Blam. Why are you repeating the same statement? Why are you saying the same statement over and over again? Like, I saw it the first 8 times. Why are you still whacking it in? Just once would have been absolutely fine, mate. Just once would have been fine. Are you okay? Are you all right? Oh, good grief. You say it's wrong. No, I asked you, are you alright? I asked if you're okay. Not true or not. I don't know what you're on about. What are you talking about? Explain. You've posted the exact same statement like 9 times. Like, just what are you on about? I don't understand what you're talking about. Are your royal family German? Well, they're a mishmash of a number of nationalities. Yeah. Why? I don't understand what's the problem. What are we talking about? I don't understand what's the issue. What point are you making? Yeah, well, I don't. Again, you don't seem to be making the same point, do you? You're not making a particularly well made point. Chimey, would you say the same thing if it was Klopp or Ferguson coaching England? Exactly. Yeah, I would. I think it's important that you represent the nation for which you claim. Yeah, absolutely. So it wouldn't matter how good the manager is. It's nothing to do with Tuchel's ability as a manager. He's a European Cup winning manager. He's a good manager. Good manager. But yeah, I would absolutely prefer, and I think that should be the case. I think you should have an English manager. Absolutely, you should. Yeah, definitely. Right, what else are we missing today? Ronaldo agrees a new contract with Al Nassr. Dundee United have signed goalkeeper Yevgeny Kucherenko from the Ukrainian Premier League. Angus Hampson, completely agree. What if England played Germany a World Cup final? Just doesn't seem right. Well, yeah. Well, exactly, yeah. Yeah. And there is an element to that. Of course there is, isn't there? Of course there is. Of course there is. Plymouth forward Bundu to join Hanover on a free transfer. Mustafa Bundu, do you know what? He was really good as well towards the end of the season. Mustafa Bundu was really good. Sierra Leone international. He has agreed a deal to join Hanover. That's a good move. Good move. Max Aarons has gone to Rangers from Bournemouth. And Oscar Bob is determined to secure his Man City future. He wants to prove his future at the club. How old is he? Oscar Bob. How old is he? 21. He's still only 21. See, he could be a great player, you know, Oscar Bob. Really talented player. Brendan, who's England's best player right now? England's best player right now, I would say, is probably Declan Rice. Yeah, Declan Rice. Brandon Yates, no chance. Go on. What you say? You're saying no chance, but like, who are you arguing? Isn't like? Are you saying that? Where is Declan Rice then? Name me the top 5 best England players. Name me the top 5 best England players, Brandon. In your opinion, who's the top 5? User 553, John Stones. John Stones doesn't play for England anymore, mate. He's broken. He's broken. Finley, where about England winning the Euros? No, I don't think so. I think Germany have got these boxed. Germany are absolutely fantastic. Car plays, who is your favourite football player? Do you know what? I really enjoy watching Ryan Gravenberch. I love watching Ryan Gravenberch. He makes football fun. And I think I'm going to feel a little bit like that about Florian Wirtz again. So, I don't know. My previous answer would have been Coutinho, and before that it would have been Gerrard, and before that it would have been Suarez. I like Van Dijk, but yeah, Ryan Gravenberch. YW Duper, London will be blue. McCarthy, John Aldridge, Phil Babb, Jason McAteer. Finley Webb, Messi or Ronaldo in the 90s. All of those, to name a few. Brandon Yates, Reece James, Cole Palmer, Madweki, Chalobah, Jubriol. Exactly. Yeah, there you go. What a surprise. What a surprise. Twisted Fate. Unfortunately for England, in our golden era of players, other nations just ultimately had a better golden era. It's sad but true. Absolutely, yeah. Kieran, can I ask, where is Mahrez nowadays? Mahrez is playing for... Is he at Al Hilal? Not Al Hilal. He's at Al Ahly. Is it Al Ahly? Not Al Ahly. No. He's playing... Isn't he with... Oh, he might be at... It is Al Ahly. Yeah, I thought it was Al Ahly. Yeah, Al Ahly. Is it Al Ahly? Alfie, no way. Best player for England is either Palmer or Saka. It's not Saka. Saka's very good, but I think Rice is better than Saka. I think Rice is better than Saka. I think Palmer's better than Saka. I think on the right hand side, England have to make a very, 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 very big decision over whether they have Rice. Oh, sorry, over whether they have Palmer or Saka. They can't play both. They cannot play both Palmer and Saka. That's going to be like the Steven Gerrard Lampard thing all over again. It's Palmer or Saka. It isn't Saka and Palmer. It has to be one or the other. Chimey, for some reason I see Ronaldo trying to buy a percentage of United as a front for Saudi. I think that's wishful thinking. Definitely wishful thinking. Brandon, but I don't think I'm being serious. Rice is 5th at best. Well, you're saying... You just tell me then. Tell me then. You're calling me a... Like, tell me. Who is it? I've asked you a sincere question. You can't respond like a grown-up. Give me a clear answer. Who are you actually saying? It's a very serious, sincere question. Just respond. Like, I asked you a question and you gave a duff answer. And then when I said, like... That was a ridiculous answer. You went, as if you thought I was being serious. Well, just give us an answer then. Just a simple answer. Give us an answer. There you go. Jackson's out and gives Delap a chance with Chelsea. Dewsbury Hall over Declan Rice is genuinely one of the worst takes I've ever heard. User 553 has to be Saka, more to his game than Palmer. I think Palmer's better than Saka. I do. Palmer isn't a winger, more of a CAM. No, he's not, mate. You're a Chelsea fan. You know this. Palmer plays on the right side of midfield, drifts in and does all his best work as on the right. That's where he started playing really well for Chelsea in the Conference League final. That's where he does all his best stuff, starting on the right, drifting in. If you put him in the 10, he get... Honestly, first half against Betis in the final, how good was Palmer? You didn't even see him. He was crap. He didn't even touch the ball. As soon as he moved him to the right, he put Sancho on the left. It was unbelievable. You just completely changed. Palmer got loads more of the ball. He created all the chances. All of the chances. Twisted Fate, Palmer or Saka aren't better than Rice. Agreed. Yeah, I think Rice is the only game changer that Arsenal have got. Well, no, that's maybe not true. That's maybe not true. I think Rice and Saka are fantastic, but Rice, if I could only pick one, it would be Rice. It would only be Rice. Shane Palmer is better than Saka, way more dynamic. I just think he's got a great... I forget... Well, I would say forget the physicality and the dynamism and any of that. Like, Saka may be faster than Palmer. He may be faster. He may be able to press better. I would say that. But on the ball, Palmer can open a defence. He can score. His dribbling's better. I think everything that Palmer does on the ball is better than Saka. Everything. Angus Rice, when he goes up in the 8, is very good for Arsenal. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Alfie, Rice is shite, just passing it sideways and backwards. Someone's a little bit sad that he left Chelsea early doors, aren't you? Alfie's a little bit sad about him leaving Chelsea. Shane Palmer has had a knock to his confidence, but has way more potential. I do like Cole Palmer. I mean, he is a bit of a deadhead, isn't he? He is a bit of a... Like, if you've listened to any interviews with him, oh, it's amazing how he's got any sort of game intelligence. But, yeah, he's definitely... Oh, he's funny. Funny. Palmer's too slow, doesn't show up in games, looks great against weaker teams. Chippy Chips. He doesn't show up in... He does show up in games. He does show up in big games. Cole Palmer's had some great games against big teams. He played well against Liverpool towards the end of the season. Very well. Twisted Fate, Rice can't pass it forward if there is players not in space. And to be fair, at Arsenal, he does have a little bit of that, doesn't he, with players not really running off the ball. Arteta doesn't like players running too far off the ball. Ben, Palmer is good, but I don't think he's better than Saka. Do you know what? Looking back at that goal for the Netherlands, that was some finish, that wasn't it? It was some finish. Then again, so was Harvey Elliott. Chimey, 2 different positions they play, and also Arsenal looked better up front as soon as Saka came back. Please stop with these horrible takes. Well, it's not a horrible take to say that Palmer is better than Saka. It's not a horrible take at all. Palmer has been, like, even if you just look at the numbers, Palmer's been better than Saka. Palmer is better than Saka, in my opinion. It's not a horrible take. It's just an opinion you don't agree with. Twisted Fate, this convo is like talking to Madrid fans thinking Bellingham is a great lad. Is great. Lad's just a box crashing midfielder, nothing special. I think Bellingham, with Bellingham I kind of agree with you a little bit. I think part of what Bellingham does so well is kind of based off his physicality and how, you know, he does arrive in the box late and he does arrive well. But he can get up and down the pitch really. If, like, physically, he's a bit of a freak, isn't he? Physically, he's a bit of a freak. Yeah, Alfie doesn't show up in big games. Exactly. See, I had your boy there. I defended him there. I will say Cole Palmer does show up. Ben, you do like a controversial statement, Key. I get it, though. That's the space you're in. Shut up, Ben. You know that's not... Listen... Long before I had this channel, me and you have had these sorts of conversations, so don't even say for 1 second this isn't any authentic statement. I don't give inauthentic takes. I don't do inauthenticity. You and I, listen, me and you have long had conversations of this nature where you've said, shut up, you don't know what you're talking about. Well, I'll still fight you. I'll fight you to the death on it. Use a 5-5-2, doesn't do it consistently. Saka does it in big games for Arsenal and England. Did he do it against PSG? Didn't Saka miss a big penalty for England? Didn't do it all right on that night, did he? Can't be too big on it. France! France! Oh, Christ, we're only 15 seconds into the second half. France should have been 2-1 back. Oh. Tierno Barry... Tell you what, if Everton want to pay 40 million quid for him, they can do it. He's just missed an absolute sitter from 6 yards out. 15 seconds into the second half. 15 seconds in. Alfie, Palmer should have started against Spain in the final. Played amazing, so whoever said he doesn't show up in big games needs to re-watch. Well, listen... That's not for me to say, Alfie. It's not for me to say. Ben, reeling you in, sir. I'm only playing you inauthentic pretender. Pound shop Goldbridge. Adama, Everton linked to Voltamade, Key. They're not going to get Voltamade. Voltamade's... His form in this tournament has immediately priced Everton out of it. They might get Tierno Barry, because he's got a 40 million buyout clause and he's missed a load of sitters in this tournament, so... That immediately puts Everton back in the frame. That he's got all the hallmarks of an Everton centre-forward. Expensive, misses sitters. And he's got a mad surname, Barry. Steve Keane, okay, what score is Germany? It's 2-0 to Germany. Could be 3 here. Oh, good block by France. Started very, very well in the second half, very fast. 2 minutes into the second half and both teams have had big, big chances. Germany could have gone further in front. France, 15 seconds after half-time, could have been back into the game. And it's a free kick to France on the edge of the box here. Wrights with the foul. The captain. Wow. We might have a game on here now, folks. We might have a game. Adumi, how's it going, man? Good to see you. Twisted Fate, never trust a player with 2 first names. Jamie, Rice was in that game against PSG too. Yeah, he was. And he drove Arsenal forward, created some big chances. But, he can't do it all himself, can he? Can't do it all himself. Palmer has talent and is eye-catching, but doesn't have Saka's mentality. How did his mentality get on with that penalty? How was his mentality against PSG when he was missing big chances? Good mentality then, was it? Yeah, good mentality. That's what it's about. Tierno Barry into the box. Football Master Seb, where are you from? I am from the northwest of England. From Merseyside. Chimey, Rice was in that game against PSG. Sorry, Ben talks that Tete has been offered a new deal by Fulham. So he has a choice to make. Watch the Ev, not get their start signing. Oh, Chimey, Saka scored, I think, and he can't do it himself too. He missed a sitter as well, though, didn't he? He missed a couple of sitters, if I remember rightly, against PSG. One where he smashed it over the bar from 6 yards out. Football Master Seb, I'm from Denmark. Nice. I was in Copenhagen last year. Wonderful place. France down the left-hand side. Merlan stands it up. Barry. Oh, too easy. He can play for Everton, him. He can play for Everton if he plays like that. Alfie, Saka is a great player, don't get me wrong, but something about Palmer is sensational, a one-of-a-kind to watch. Like I said, I have no problem with people thinking that Saka's better. Absolutely no problem. For me, if I could only pick one, it'd be Palmer. And I think the stats bear that out. It's not like an outrageous opinion. It's not an outrageous opinion. You think Palmer, or you think Saka, I think Palmer. Fine. It's no problem. Cool. We can both coexist. But for me, if I could only pick one, if I could only sign one for Liverpool, it'd be Cole Palmer. Here we go. Good ball into the box. Twisted Fate, nothing about Palmer screams to me as one of a kind to watch. Nothing about him. The numbers, just even the numbers, do they not appeal to you? Just the sheer numbers since he moved from Chelsea, from City to Chelsea. Ben, feel a small affinity with Brøndby after Daniel Agger. Bloody loved him as a kid. Injuries killed him. Yeah, he was a good player, wasn't he, Daniel Agger? Really liked Daniel Agger. Good player. Alfie, how do you Liverpool fans feel about not getting Caicedo? Well, I mean, the league title was somewhat comforting. I mean, we could never quite get over it, The league title did keep us warm at night for a little bit, but it did hurt. I'm not going to lie, mate. It did hurt. Sometimes we do still think about it. On those cold nights when we're snuggling our Premier League title. It does hurt. It really hurts that he chose Chelsea. Yeah. I don't know if I'll ever truly get over it, to be honest. Adama, there's something that Cop wants you to know. I loved Bobby. Ben, fantastic Alfie, because we paid about 30 million for Gravenberch and he's better. Well, listen, Alfie, put it this way now. If you offered Liverpool fans the opportunity now, see, if you said to us 12, 18 months ago when we bid for Caicedo, you can have Gravenberch or you can have Caicedo, we would have said Caicedo. Every Liverpool fan to a man would have said Caicedo. If you offered every Liverpool fan the swap right now, guarantee you're not want to take it. guarantee you, not a 1. And anyone that would, I'd have serious concerns about. Chimey, Huppier was my favourite Liverpool centre-back. Loved Sammy. Big Sammy Huppier. The big Finn. Great defender. One of the very best. Honestly, that Decore in midfield for France is shocking. And he plays for Strasbourg as well, who Chelsea have obviously, they farm players out to, but he's absolutely shocking. Ben Caicedo dreams of being like the big Grav. I've heard he's got a big Ryan G poster on his bedroom wall. There's no way you wouldn't take him. No, I'm serious. I'm deadly serious with you now. Ryan Gravenberch was nominated not only just for Young Player of the Year, but Premier League Player of the Year. When I say that Ryan Gravenberch... I love Caicedo. Love him. Great player. Really like him. But Gravenberch, I wouldn't swap him for him. In an ideal world, I'd love him as well. I'd love Caicedo as well. But I wouldn't swap Caicedo for McAllister, and I wouldn't swap Caicedo for Gravenberch. Yeah, I just wouldn't. And if you wouldn't swap Caicedo for Gravenberch, that's fine. That's your right too. No problem. But I wouldn't swap him now. Really wouldn't swap him now. And that's not like a, bait or anything. It's not inauthentic. I genuinely wouldn't. Germany coming forward here. Massive chance again. Should be 3. He's got it all wrong again. The final ball from Nauf. OPPC, Millwall till I die. Do you think Millwall can come up to the Prem next season? You got very close in the playoffs, didn't you? Very close in the playoffs. Do you think Millwall can make it to the Prem? Alfie, what Liverpool player would you swap for a Chelsea player? Nunes for Nkunku. No, I wouldn't swap Nunes for Nkunku. The only Chelsea players that I really wouldn't mind at Liverpool... I'd like Caicedo, I'd like Palmer, and I think that's it, to be honest. There's not really any other that I would look at and say... there was a time I quite liked the idea of Colwill. I'd quite liked Liverpool to go and get Colwill, but I just don't anymore. Colwill's not better than... I don't think he's that much better than Kwanzaa, to be honest. We've just sold him for 40 million quid, and I'd rather we got Gay than Colwill. I think he's a bit of a liability, to be honest. So... yeah, none of Chelsea's team really appealed to me, apart from Caicedo and Palmer. That's it. I'd have Caicedo. I think we could work Caicedo into a midfield, and I think Palmer, obviously, I'd love to have him at Liverpool, but I'm not sure where he fits in either. Not now we've got Wirtz. Maybe it'd have to be Palmer or Wirtz, wouldn't it? And for that reason, maybe it'd have to be Wirtz. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm probably only Caicedo then. Maybe it's only Caicedo. Ben, Chelsea squad is pretty poor. I think Palmer's your only elite player. Caicedo, very good, but I don't hold him in the regard of an elite player. Oh, I do. Caicedo's a good player. He is a very good player. I like him. Like him a lot. Alfie, Reece James. No, Reece James doesn't get anywhere near Liverpool. No. If Reece James could stay fit, then he would get into all Premier League teams, but he can't stay fit anymore. I don't even think he's that... No, because even when he's fit, I don't think he's, wonderful anymore. He's had a couple of very good seasons at Chelsea, but I feel like even recently, when he's been fit, he's been a bit naff, hasn't he? I don't think he's had a wonderful, run of games either for a while. So, yeah, no, I wouldn't be in any rush to choose, Reece James over, say, Frimpong. Certainly wouldn't swap Reece James for Conor Bradley. At least Conor Bradley's available all season, and I think he's got a good ceiling on him. Alfie Caicedo has the best stats for a CDM this season. Thing is, Liverpool don't really play with a CDM. We don't have a CDM. That's why I don't think he'd necessarily be a direct replacement for Gravenberch or McAllister, because neither of them play that role. Chance here could be Germany, nearly 3-0. The guy Dortmund win first. I think Dortmund are going to win fine, yeah. Good ball. It's gone. User 553, come the end of their careers, Saka will have a legacy like Gerrard, Palmer like Dele Alli. No, he won't. It's a ridiculous statement. Saka's not even in the same league. Saka will be lucky if he's got a league title by the end of his career. Palmer's already won more than him. Palmer's already won far more than him. So yeah, that's a mad statement. Ilrich, Caicedo is the best midfielder in the league. Let's not do this. We saved English football by stopping Liverpool get Caicedo. Caicedo doesn't play CDM, but that's what your own Chelsea fans saying here on this channel, mate. On YouTube, I've got a Chelsea fan telling me he plays CDM. So you better have a little chat. You better have a little chat, because he's saying that Caicedo is a CDM. Alfie, we've got a Chelsea fan on TikTok here telling me, swearing blind, that Caicedo isn't a CDM. And apparently, I mean, to be fair, you're saying that you signing Caicedo saved the Premier League. I mean, we're Premier League champions, mate. You can't have done such a good job on it. You can't have done such a good job. Dominico, ciao, Dominico. How's it going? If Saka wins the league title, he'll have overtaken Gerrard. Oh. Volta made. What a run. Should be 3. Good run chance. Oh, have you missed it? Have you missed it? Oh, Nelson Viper really should have done better there. Ben, I need Merlan foul, Odeberg goal or assist, and Tell shot on target. Can't see it. It's looking more likely to be a German goal than a France goal coming up. Twisted Fate, that's what I mean, Key. Maybe he's not as good anymore due to the injuries. Constantly in and out means he can't find a rhythm anymore. It's true. Doesn't really find a rhythm anymore. Cole, RFC, nope. Don't have a Totti Lamb in your mal top. Little Rich, if you had a midfield of Caicedo, Mac 10 with Vert as the 10. We don't, yeah, no, but we've won the league without him. We've won the league without him. So it can't be that good, can it? Mason Longley, what do you think of Eze potentially to Spurs? Feels like an odd move. Yeah, feels like an odd move. If it does happen, I'd be surprised. Be very surprised. Nah, Gerrard is probably OTT, but guarantee there'll be no comparison at the end of the career. Well, hey, listen, if he's still around at the end of his career, we'll come back and compare. Adama, shot on target, Liverpool, go and get Volta made. Oh, sod it, Liverpool, go and get Volta made. Imagine if we got Volta made and Isak and sold Nunes and Jota. That'd make sense. Because he's a big lad, Volta made, and he can play. He tends to kind of move left and right as well. He's not just a centre forward. I really like Voltamade. Really like him. Lil Rich 94, Eze should go Newcastle in my opinion. Better move for him. The thing is, he's got Gordon in front of him, hasn't he, at Newcastle? So he's not really going to get much action. Ben, can't wait for Gittins to get 7 goals and assists this season and go and target another 4 wingers next summer. The thing is, Gittins will get 7 goals and assists this season, and Chelsea will be calling him the next Eden Hazard. They'll be doing YouTube comps on him and stuff like that, saying he's the next Hazard. They do it every season. Here's Voltamade coming forward. Honestly, we just need to... I think I'm falling in love with a player again here. Like... Chami, midfield 3 of Eze, Bissouma, Maddison doesn't sound bad to me. Eze, Bissouma and Maddison? Jesus Christ. How much heavy lifting are you expecting Bissouma to do there? If you thought Spurs were bad in transition under Ange Postecoglou, but you want to play with 2 number 10s, Eze doesn't play as a midfielder. Plays as part of a front 3. You can't put Eze in a midfield 3. Christ. Basuma will be like that, knackered, just dripping off him. Absolutely dripping off him. Lil Rich, you think you'll get Isak? Newcastle want over 200 mil apparently. Yeah, listen, that's paper talk. Newcastle won't get 200. Listen, if Isak comes out and puts a transfer request in, Liverpool will get him for about 120. And I think we will. Assuming he puts the transfer request in. If he puts the transfer request in, Liverpool will get him. That's what I think will happen. At that point, we'll probably walk the league next season. Use a 5-5-2, Saka could replace Salah, for example. Palmer would replace Elliott. That's the sort of comparison. But it's not, because Palmer's scored and created more than Saka, so surely Palmer's far more like Salah. Palmer can contribute far more in goals and assists than Saka ever has. So, yeah, again, I don't know. I don't know where you're getting that from. Killian MKS, what about Gray and Sarr? Well, I didn't say that. Yeah, hopefully I didn't say that. Mason Longley, hopefully we get Baleba or Wharton. Spurs aren't getting Baleba or Wharton. No way. Killian, where's all the money from for Liverpool? We haven't signed anyone in ages. We haven't signed anyone in ages. We've got a load of money that we've just got basically dragged in from player sales, and we're also the 8th in the top in the last 5 years. Liverpool have spent less than Wolves and West Ham. Liverpool have spent less than Wolves and West Ham in the last 5 years. Ben, have you fell out of love with Tierno Barry? He's not impressed you from what I've heard this tournament. He's been shocking in this tournament. Yeah, he's been dreadful. I've really liked him at Villarreal. Chimey, yet another wild take. What's the wild take? What wild take are we on about? What, that Eze and Basuma and Maddison couldn't work? Or that Baleba and Wharton won't go to Spurs? What's the wild take? France on the swivel. Quite sure Saka was injured majority of the season. He wasn't injured the majority of the season. Right, so in 23-24, Palmer got 33 goals in 33 goal contributions in 33 games, right? 33 in 33 in 23-24. Saka got, in the exact same season, 25 in 35. Now, admittedly, still very good from Saka, but Palmer and him are the same age. Palmer was a lot better in a worse team as well. And then last season, Palmer got 23 and 37 compared to Saka's. What did Saka get last season? 16 and 25. So, across the last 2 seasons, and no competition, absolutely no competition, Palmer has been better than Saka across all competitions over the last 2 years. Both the same age, Palmer comfortably better. User, Palmer has it easier, Saka's the main man. What? At a top Arsenal side who near everyone plays a low block against. Yeah, because everyone plays out against Chelsea, don't they? Mate, they're only one position lower than you. Drop the ego. Drop the ego. Chelsea are one place lower than Arsenal. They're not, you're not like, oh, everyone plays a low block against Chelsea and then they don't against Arsenal. Come on, mate, have a day off. Have a day off. They do the same against Chelsea. Palmer has it easier. Don't talk nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Apparently everyone is playing low block against Arsenal, even though they've won sod all for 20 years. Ornstein has spoken. Newcastle have no intention of selling Isak. Mate, again, you're just hanging, hoping. What a save! Has that gone in? Oh my God, what a save from Atubolu. That is an absolute worldy save, that. That is an absolutely unbelievable, incredible save from Atubolu. I tell you what, that is unbelievable. World class. Ball in. Who is it? Is it my mate Tierno Barry again? If that's Tierno Barry, Everton can have him. It is as well. Oh, sign him. Sign him, Everton. Sign him. 40 million. Sign the cheque. Sign the cheque. He's got a free header from 6 yards out. He somehow manages to head it with the back of his hand. Why is there a VAR check? A goal check? For what? Why is there no goal? Why? Why is there a VAR check? A VAR check for what? Do they have to check if it's over the line? Have they not got goal line technology? That's ridiculous. Check over. That's absolute madness. FM No Casuals, nobody is saying that Saka isn't a good player, but the overglazing is sheer bias. Killian, what is the biggest football nation in the world looking on the national team and the club football? I have no answer. The biggest football nation in the world based on the national team and the club football? Spain. Spain, definitely. It's not even close, I don't think. They've dominated at international level for maybe the last 20 years or so. They've got the two of the biggest club sides that have dominated at club level across that last 20 years as well. So it's not even close. It's Spain. Absolutely, it's Spain. Easily. Alfie cashed out, praying Fluminense don't score now. Killian, Brazil, no, because Brazil haven't got a good clubs. Brazil haven't got good clubs teams. Sorry. Will, he hasn't said he's staying. No, I know he hasn't. It's just our mate Jake who gets a little bit excited whenever Ornstein or anyone says anything about Alexander Isak. Ornstein is the guy. What's he actually said?
It's been spoken about so much, and we don't want to sort of inflame it at all. Newcastle have no intention of selling him whatsoever. Their plan is to keep him. They would like to renew his contract. There's no sign of a renewal coming at this point, but they're in a strong position. They've got 3 years left on his terms. He's already being paid extremely well. I'm sure they would be prepared to take that higher. He's at the centre of this project that's Saudi-led and very ambitious. They'll be heading back into the Champions League next season, which gives him football at the top tier of European and this season just gone, he was qualified for that competition and also won a trophy for the first time in a long time, and he was so crucial to that. He does look to be happy. We never know what happens behind the scenes. I don't know, but all we do know is what we see, and he's always got a smile on his face.
See, isn't it funny? Isn't it funny? That an actual story that doesn't report anything really. There's no news, but that one tweet has generated like hundreds of thousands of views and whatever, and that tells you everything you need to know about the football industry. No news, but we can still do an article on it. No news, but we can still do a statement on it. Newcastle have no intention of selling Alexander Isak. Right. Unless the player decides he wants to leave. Which is all anyone's ever said. It's all anyone's ever said. And if Liverpool put a big bid in, then I think there's a chance he does, you know. There's a chance he does. Killian, South America. reason. Because for the most part, exclusive content everyone knows about. Harry has come on and he's... Oh no, Voltamid, what have you done? There's no good slapping. Slap your face. Lil Rich, I can't see it to be honest. They want Neymar money for him under no pressure to sell. But they are under pressure to sell him for him. They have to sell. So they have. They're not gonna get anywhere close to 200 for him. Move. Then he won't win anything. He'll stay at Newcastle. Probably sell him next year. We sell him in 12 months. They're not gonna. It doesn't work. It doesn't happen. He stays at Newcastle once he has made. He said himself he'd go back there. Maybe 11,000. Jake, 250 million spent and he doesn't win the league. We make predictions. We talk about football. Lil Rich, Liverpool should get Ekatike in my opinion. He's if we can get. Ben jumped over here. Oh, I don't know what's going on again here. Having an absolute shocker. Is YouTube working again?